the end, but I really, really enjoyed how DJ and TB were able to play defense against a very high-octane Wizards offense. They did a great job making Benzo uncomfortable.
Well, here we go. Best of 3, game 2. Let's get it.
Why is this chat so funny, dude? When I was on my rant, Steven AJT, Steven JT, I'm like, oh, man.
Meanwhile, there's someone out there saying, just put the
Why
fries.
you look at me? Why?
Someone out there saying, just put the fries in the bag, bro.
Crazy part is, they put that on mine years ago, my big one, when I was like, how they're beatable. That's when I first seen that comment, first time in my life.
Well, the Cavs got themselves started off the same way that they did in that game number 1, a 3. See how the Wiz can try to respond here. I mean, dropping game 1, you got to try to win those 2 in a row to try to keep your season alive.
Chad also being ridiculous. They're like, but he had to miss the 3rd one. Guys, I don't care. He went 1 for 3 at the line with double overtime, hanging in the balance. Not great.
It's just tough because, like I was telling the players behind me, it's not only that he missed 2 free throws, it's also that moment with a minute left or less when he tried to stick dunk dimes. That's a big possession too.
What it really comes down to, you missed the first, you lost the game just from missing the first one. You just missed the rest that we could have just called the winner there. As TB, that'll be his first miss of the series here so far.
Oh yeah, Worm is RNG. No. I was saying like never credit a Worm. Okay. Worm is all RNG. There's nothing glitchy or sticky about a Worm. Yeah. It look gangster, but it's all 2K, baby.
5-2 here early. It was Killeyy getting them started off with that 3. Already getting his involvement in the scoring aspect. A lot earlier than what we saw in towards that game 1. I think it was around the end of the 2nd or 3rd quarter when we saw Killeyy finally register some points.
I don't know, y'all. This Wiz team might be in trouble. I feel like defensively, the Cavs might have them figured out.
That's what it's seeming like here so far. Benzo had 18 and 11. BRICH had 13 that last game, but the defense right now living up to the billing of what we've seen from Cavs Legion GC. Really throughout 5v5 where they couldn't shoot, the defense is always something they could rely on. As they find a hole in the defense right there as Type throws it down.
It's plays like that. Your DJ, trust your corner. Trust your corner to make Benzo's life hard, and you play tight. You don't bail him out with an easy assist to give him free take.
Killeyy with the pull-up, that's no good. Newdini will get the rebound. And Type back on the other moment, throw it down again, going down to the big man down low constantly here for Wizards District Gaming.
Momentum now. Momentum that quick off that one play. That one play. Every play matters in this. It's playoffs. Now $100,000 up. It's playoffs.
I'm just loving the quality of shots that Cavs Legion has been able to generate. It's either easy buckets on the inside, they're getting opens on the outside. Even if they're misses, they're opens or they're wide opens. Not a lot of contests coming out for the Wiz so far. They got to lock in defensively. Cleveland's getting it way too easy right now.
Benzo will take his time here. Trying to go one-on-one with TB. BRICH cuts on the inside. They get a couple players out of position, but good recovery here for Cleveland. Benzo, the pass fake, and then the shot. What a move. See if they can pick that up. I mean, sometimes when you're playing against the best of the best, you take a lot, especially in the finals. Be able to run with it. Of course, I haven't seen a lot of games being played here from the playoff teams. Some had a nice little break. Some didn't even make the turn, so they have like a 3-week gap before they finally jump into some competition gameplay as TB lines up a 3, greens this one, 5%.
He's hitting absolutely everything.
He is here.
This is insane.
He is here.
This is one of the greatest shooting turnarounds of all time. He was legitimately the worst three-point shooting player in 3v3 this year, and he has been a fantastic shooter since about the start of the turn for Cleveland.
What's the one thing we can sit here and say how hard the shooting is on the league build, but like when you're wide open, you're in the corner, and you're shooting that bad, it's like that's something that you have to figure out at some point.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm so shocked it took so long. I mean, but we didn't even get to see it in 3v3, them figure out the shooting in that mode.
They've never talked about it. Never in any interviews. Maybe we'll ask them
we saw what we needed to see. We saw them go from a facility into an apartment, and that tells you one thing. It's all about the internet. Has to be.
What?
Well, here you can see the 7:15 p.m. schedule. You're seeing the game 2 right now between the Cavs and the Wiz. We do have Celtics and Nets GC. That game 2 is currently going down on Alt 1, and then we will be kicking off the last series that is set to go. Lakers Gaming, Pistons GT. That'll be game 1. That'll be on alt number 2. Excited to see how that goes. Our ticket champions taking on the high-scoring Pistons GT. Pacers and Bucks, if I have this right, Pacers and Bucks will pause, and then we'll see how the games go down here, and then they'll come down stage for their game 2 if this is a sweep.
I was even
do
gonna
I have
say,
it right?
You do have it right,
Sweet.
and that's even worse for Pacers Gaming. You lose that game in the fashion that you do, you don't even get to load up again. You have to sit in it, you have to stew in it, you just have to wait.
Yep,
Maybe it's almost a good thing, though.
No, it's not.
Come
it's
on.
not.
That's all you're thinking
it's
about.
terrible.
It's
not a mental
mentally recover.
No, Derek.
No, you sit there and just, you sit there. You're stuck with how you had a moment and you dropped the ball completely. Fumbled it and turned the thing over.
With how rattled I'd be, I would not want to jump straight into another game immediately.
Sub go to
Would not want to go straight into it.
Sub's just
Immediately?
gonna be sitting there, free throws on a repeat, thinking about the misses.
Or you're a
thinking
professional,
about his,
you got the right memory, so it's like, cool, man, forget what just happened that game, move into
this
game
is
2.
first playoff game. Who knows?
But that's the thing, though. I don't know who their captain is. It could be Cooks. It could be Scorio. I don't care who it is. But it does have to be that moment to where it's like, look, it happened. It's open. We got to focus on what's in front of us. And the backcourt didn't play well. So that's what it has to come down to. The backcourt didn't move well, and they lost by one possession. One possession. So at some point, that backcourt has to show up right now. Put up or shut up. Even though Subgoda did drop the ball there, he had 26. I don't even think their backcourt combined for that.
We do have a 16-16 game here between the Cavs and the Wiz. The Wiz do have the ball, no shot clock here. There's an open shot for BRICH. He can't get it to go. There comes the rebound for Cavs Legion.
Excuse me, the backcourt combined for 29. So the backcourt.
Shiftay's having a kid. Gallo's having his first kid. Gallo was rookie of the year 2 years ago, man. Like, it's crazy to see these guys grow up, you know, go from boys to men, become, you know, men's to fathers, dimes, you know, #1 overall pick. He's now a dad, too. It's beautiful to see.
It is beautiful.
Harris got next.
Uh-oh.
Have fun.
Out of all of us, you for sure.
I got 2 babies, man, and they're furry and large.
Back over here, start of second quarter between Wizards District Gaming, Cavs Legion GC. It was the Cavs taking game number 1. This game 2, kind of the exact same thing from what we're seeing, but it has been the Wiz just with a small lead. We'll see if they can try to build on it. Benzo lines up a shot. Oh my goodness!
It's already
starting to have a performance that we've been accustomed to since the start of 5v5 with Benzo. See if he can try to keep that pace the rest of the way. Here we are with Antoine. Going to be pinned over here on the right side, taking their time here at Cavs Legion. There's so much they do all the time. They find a hole there in the defense, and that leads to an Anton wide open 3.
I'm a little confused because Type was in the paint there. So what does Dini dropping really help Type do? You're going to put up for your money or shut up and go home. Pick one.
Oh, we're saying one, pick one, pick one.
Oh, wow.
Benzo with the scooper.
Great scooper.
One of the guys, I mean, he used it a lot in threes. We haven't seen a lot of guys do scoopers.
It's
Benzo loves
broken. It's broken. If you know how to use it, it's broken. I'm talking about 1v1 theater, 3v3 in this day. I don't care what game mode, it's broken.
I bring it out against my IRLs all the time for good reason. A 10-point game. Boston is up, and we are still waiting for the start of Lakers Gaming and Pistons GT. Hoping that'll be a good one. I don't know. Lakers Gaming is probably one of the biggest mysteries. I remember when they played Warriors Gaming Squad, I think it was in the game of the week. Lakers hadn't been doing anything, and they pushed the best team in the league to, like, right down to the end. So we'll see if they can try to replicate that. Of course, they did win the ticket, but whole different level of competition you're going to be playing here in the playoffs, as there's a foul by Alfred is first.
I'm trying to tell you, sometimes as a point guard, you just have to accept when a player is having one of his best series, and that's what DJ is having. Stop throwing at his face. Stop trying to give him a haircut. Are you okay?
You drink water much?
I don't think so.
Wrong hole.
Oh, big 3 there from DjayTooCold. We're losing Dirk, everybody. We're losing Dirk. Oh, what a block.
Oh.
All right, I think I'm good.
And this is why that timeout matters. Now it's a tie game. This is why.
Yeah, it's a tie game. They still ran 2 timeouts.
Which is fine. Which is fine. And now he's second guessing every open look he gets. He's had 3 possessions in a row. So with Patty Mills, he shoots the ball. It's open or single-digit coverage, which is so greenable with Patty Mills.
Benzo wanted to work out to the right. They go down to awkward. Hit a jab step and gets the dunk meter to go. It's a method to the madness doing this as a lockdown.
I told you, knowing when a cross-body jab step and same side jab step, that matters when it comes to meters.
He did a little double like this.
Oh, I thought that was coordinated. I'm like, huh?
That's a foul call there on Newdini. They flare up with DjayTooCold. Killeyy will go through the back door. Nice dunk coming out there from Killeyy. I mean, for the Wiz being in these type of situations, having the leadership of BRICH, just awkward, Newdini in these type of scenarios, exactly what I would need. We'll get it up to Slaughter. Just a 3-point game.
I haven't forgot either of them about the N1.
Oh, yeah.
So,
We're coming to you for the
I hope it's ready.
Oh, my goodness.
It should have been that right there. That should have been your moment right there.
I would have had you.
Slaughter put the ball down the floor. Got the dunk, and Newdini says, "Cool, you can have your dunk. I'll take a 3 instead."
Now they're down by 4 and only have 2 timeouts.
Because it's just almost lackadaisical defense. Their last 2 threes, they give.
Oh, my goodness. Type almost had the steal.
That's that low steal.
32-30, Wiz on offense. Let's jump into a listening.
Oh, go up now.
Go down, baby. I'm right here with you.
Get back, get back.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Swear. Got me tight.
I got you. Come on, it's easy.
Come on, Frank. Come on, bro.
Listen, y'all, listen. We have one foul to give.
Come on, y'all.
Trust yourself right here, y'all.
Oh, Genie, y'all talk.
You're good.
I'm taking that, Genie. I'm taking that.
Go on.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for 1.
BRICH takes the 3 there. That's a miss. And Cavs Legion GC, a chance to tie or take the lead. It's going to be the first lead that we've seen from Cavs Legion GC since the very beginning of the game as they go to TB. And now we're all squared away. 34 apiece with 1:20 to go here in the second.
They're just throwing it right at him. It's been 2 straight games. They're throwing right at him. They're going right at the rim. They're daring them to get contests, and they just can't.
And that ball is going to go out of play, but it will stay with Wizards District Gaming. Balanced affair right now coming out from the district.
If I'm the Wiz, I got to start getting frustrated, man. They're getting whatever they want in the paint. Cuts, drives, slips, rims open.
They'll take their time and slow it down. Here with Benzo. Trying to get some space. DjayTooCold comes all the way out. Antoine's not going to get that steal. DjayTooCold has to go for the intentional foul.
Antoine just got robbed. R-O-B-B-E-D. I think that's what it's like. But it's just like, come on.
And they force him to speed it up there on the inbounds. Ball will go back over to Cavs Legion GC.
Oh, I guess bottom line. Because I promise Antoine was there. That was a great drop by Antoine. Great drop. He was just too small, still just too low.
Things get a little bit more intense going down here at the stretch. A little bit of give and take here from both sides. Antoine, they try to go to in and out there to DjayTooCold in the right corner. They'll reset things back to their point guard. Trying to cook up. Awkward doing a phenomenal job of staying in front. Now it's time to see Benzo and Killeyy have a dance up top. Steps into the free throw line jumper.
When you're at shooting guard, that's one of your primary jobs. When your point guard needs you and he calls your number, you step up. Great job by Killeyy.
The Wiz trying to work things out here with Benzo. The rotations do come through. And BRICH will wrap out of the play. Trying to get something going here with awkward. Spacing not all there for Wizards District Gaming. And somehow Type is wide open down there in the paint.
Played such great defense for most of the possessions to give up the easiest thing to give up.
Killeyy pops his takeover as well. A lethal attack between Antoine and Killeyy, both with their takeovers. Couple behind the backs. Antoine gets some space. Nice little stop and go. Gets the 3. Can't get the green. No, Slaughter with the second effort. Can't get the layup to drop. first quarter does come to a close, 15-7. Pistons GT being pushed to their limits against the 20-point team Lakers that somehow found their way into the playoffs.
And there's a 1-point game between Cavs and Wiz. Let's check into this one, guys.
Back over here to the main stage. Been a phenomenal game. The other one, you didn't really have to stress too much if you're a Cavs Legion GC. At this point, in that game number one, you had a double-digit lead, and you were just riding it comfortably. But now here in this one, just continues to jostle back and forth. Alker gets hit big time by that screen. Killeyy gets an open three. And all those open misses, especially when you have takeover, those are the ones that hurt most.
I just wonder if that's the look he wanted. It's not a bad shot, but some players know that fade a lot better than others. So I just want to know if that was really the look he wanted. And if it was, he just has to knock it down. No excuses.
He hit that. That was the first shot of the game. He was able to hit the fade left three, but
so he has to knock it down now.
Yeah,
that's what he wanted. He got what he wanted. He just has to knock it down.
Oh, BRICH, pull up midi. I think historically, from when he came to the NBA 2K League moving onward, he has to be one of the best midi flare guys that we've ever seen grace this game.
He's always open.
Has to be.
It's always there.
It's just natural instinct for him at this point. It's like, okay, I hear the sound of the shot clock. I'm going straight into the middle.
It's just so funny because, like, he really used to be a point guard.
TB, open miss there for him.
Oh, he's mortal. I was unaware.
I feel like what hurts there is holding it for that long. Sometimes mentally, that might give you a little bit of a miscue, which is all that's needed on this board to not be green. A small half a second miscue to take a green to a slightly late or slightly early.
Whoa. I think that one's actually going to hit off type, right? Yeah, it's going to go to Cavs Legion.
That's tough. Hands up actually works. Hands up is so, like, efficient this year. Like, hands up really works. Like, lanes are so bad, it's made people resort to hands up, and it actually works.
A lot of unforced errors for the Wiz so far in this series.
Man, he be going straight up. I'm talking about, like it don't even always be stick dunks.
Barely stopped him.
He just, like, you know, watch your head, homie.
I think that we've seen a lot of people, especially in towards the end of the turn, and instead of like pausing as a center or getting a stick dunk, they just go straight up if they have any type of lane. See some missed dunks come from that one, obviously, as TB gets a steal. Killeyy is all the way out there on the other side of the break. Now it's a 3-point lead here for Cavs Legion.
I don't want to play the blame game, but you got to space better. You can't be on that elbow that deep to where the lock can drop down and snatch that corner pass. But great defensive play by TB.
Benzo trying to get some room. Nice fat stop there in the mid-range. Thought he could have had an opening. We'll bring it back out to the three-point line. Awkward now has it. Only 7 seconds remaining. And he shoots the floater. And that was an easy board there for DjayTooCold. Cavs Legion trying to move in transition once more. I thought they halted it there for a moment, and they do.
Now they're getting back to playing too fast, not getting stops. Cavs are right back in their game plan.
I feel like it all comes down right now.
Where's the three?
It's up with Killeyy. He's got a little voice out, hits off the rim, turnover. And it's going to go to the Wiz.
Turnover. We have to go paint there. Same way they do it to y'all, you have to do it back to them. But I'm telling you who the X Factor is going to be in the second half for them, even though he is Rookie of the Year, is Benzo. He looks real tense. He's not shooting a lot off these 50-50s with Patty Mills. He's hesitant to shoot the past probably 3 quarters.
We had called it out. I want to say it was in the first quarter at the start of the second. We had mentioned Benzo had 6.6 assists. Like, man, if he keeps this pace up, it's just going to be like your normal Benzo game that we're used to seeing all year long as DjayTooCold will get a steal from that point. Just 10 points, 9 assists so far in the game as TB gets himself another easy one.
So many
really streaky on the shooting side, but like I said, this week it's just put up or shut up, show up or go home.
By the way, I'm starting to get a little bit more used to it as I start to think about it. We never usually have award winners this early. So the fact that we're calling them out.
And one. Oh, wait. What? I haven't done it in a minute.
You get a D. You get a D. Not your best.
I haven't done it in, like, seasons, I feel like. Ages.
Now she's trying to play it off. Now she's trying to play it off.
I got to warm up my voice, man.
That's why I didn't even want to stop there, but I'm like, I have to make sure she doesn't forget.
You screaming "Let's go" at the start of the show doesn't warm them up. No.
No. It's a different inflection and all that other stuff. It's a lot that goes into it.
But you do it the same way.
No.
Oh.
I think she wants to try to replicate yours where you have a little more like,
No. Don't do that. I go down Octagon even talking.
All right, next one.
45-43, having a good time here at the playoffs as Killey's going to be fouled on his way up.
Oh, she almost had a moment.
Back to back. Back to back.
2 shots.
Well, we might have our first inbound sweep alert. JT getting his bus warmed up. Celtics crossover gaming. They made it look easy in game 1, replicating a lot of that too in game number 2 against Nets GC. And I'm always a fan of the ticket runs, seeing if they can piece anything together going deep into the playoffs. One of 2 ticket teams will now bow out here. Nets GC, their season's going to come to an end. Celtics crossover gaming, leaving nothing up to chance, going out there doing their thing, picking up all that momentum that they had from the turn, moving on forwards. Big time win. Celtics crossover gaming will move on to the next round.
And their next matchup is Raptors, right?
Yes. They'll play the 2 seed as they are the 3 seeds. A nice matchup between our tip-off finalists out of the East and our turn finalists out of the East. But JT, I love doing this with you, man. Finally, we can do an in memoriam for Nets GC. Their season comes to an end. They won the ticket out of the East, but they just never really showed us that next level that we expected from a roster like that. And their season is done.
One of my favorite quotes. You can't trip on what's behind you. But with this team, I have to trip on what's behind me. I feel like they've never been the same since they went from a popper in threes to an inside. It almost looked like the heart of this team left the body. Complete depletion. And they just never looked the same. They were nothing but disappointing in this mode. They had 1 good week, 2 good days, 2 bad months. Came here, 1 bad day. Good season.
JT spoke.
Black turtleneck just came out.
I will say one of the sadder parts about this is that, you think about Walnut last year, right? Gets to the Western Conference Finals with Bucks Gaming. He's never made the finals, man. One of the greatest players of all time, maybe the best center we've ever had, especially offensively. No finals appearances. Crazy.
It's been something that has haunted him for quite some time. We thought that maybe him and Mama, that man, getting the band back together when they were with Kingsguard Gaming, that could change some things. But Mama's been on a trajectory of just nonstop winning. But his counterpart for so many years, Walnut, not able to do that. Nets GC have been eliminated here from the playoffs. As 2 seconds remain, Benzo goes into the paint. A lot of players jumping a huge block. Comes in there from TB, his 2nd of the game.
Looking over this series, and a couple people tell me that the Nets were going to win. I just had a hard time believing it because the Celtics are just kind of a better version of the Nets, and I think you saw that there. If the Nets ended up against maybe the Wiz or the Cavs, I think it might have been a different answer, but the Celtics are just too similar to them. They're just a better version of the same team.
Well, congratulations, Celtics. They are moving on to round 2. Let's lock into this one.
Such a big miss. That's a statement 3 to enter the quarter. And Matrix, I seen you say, geez, JT, it's nothing against Nets GC because my prediction was them making playoffs in 5, not by the ticket. I had them being a top 5 team just by record, just off strength. I love their roster from top to bottom. I wouldn't have had Walnut on a popper for so long when they don't even have rim runners. A popper is usually to open up rim runners. Greens and Reed are 3-point threats, not rim runners. So the pop just seemed a little frivolous and nonsensical. But again, I like they were just a team that was promising in threes, made that one change, were never promising in threes for that moment. And then after that, they just were never promising again the rest of the season. Just unfortunately your point.
Well, first quarter, the Lakers were up 15-7. They came into the second quarter. Pistons GT, huge 20-point swing for them. They are now up by 2 heading into halftime.
We thought that was going to be an offensive battle. They barely combined for 50 points in the first half.
Let's see if the Wiz can try to extend this series.
Want to try again?
No.
Hit one!
See,
I got you. Turn me up.
I can't get my voice there anymore.
Yes, you
gotta go
can, because we don't need the.
Hold this one off. I feel like this is a big possession to try to sway some of that momentum.
Huge possession.
DjayTooCold has some takeover. He'll flare up top. and thought about the shot. Awkward did a good job shading that one off. Ball set for TB, moving right. TB again brings a shot.
That's the one he hits.
3. He is here.
I mean, he just missed 2 in a row.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he missed 2 threes in a row. That was his 3rd one in 3 possessions.
Oh, the other one was 7% though. That's too easy.
BRICH gets some look there. DjayTooCold slaps that one around, goes to Slaughter as they try to move in transition. Killeyy will go out to ANTOINE, forced to bring it back. DjayTooCold steps into a 3, ill-advised there, but that's why he got Slaughter down low.
Hey, look, he just tried to drop everything with that shot. Took one dribble in, and he had it in his head before he even took the dribble. He said, I'm shooting this thing.
This game is almost a near carbon copy to the second half of last game, where it's every single time the Wiz have gotten close, they just need a stop and a big shot, and they haven't been able to get either. There's the shot, there's the big shot, now they need a stop.
But I don't get where Antoine's going there. You're up 7. If you get beat back door, so be it. So be it.
Slaughter having himself a game. He's got double takeover, finishing and playmaking. 20 points, 9 rebounds.
It's gotta be Antoine time.
The behind the back, doubling it up there for Antoine. Newdini doing a phenomenal job of staying in front, getting away from these screens. 5 seconds remain on the shot clock. Antoine thought about the shot. They go to Slaughter, and it's going to be snatch blocked. He got the green, but it was snatch block. Other intentions out there for the Wiz defense.
Stop will mean nothing if they don't score.
That's a dog snatch block.
There it is.
And just awkward. Easy slam, 2-point game now.
Stop bucket, they need one more stop.
Snatch blocks are so hard to see this year.
They are, because
I knew it. I just didn't want to.
I looked, I saw the green, and I immediately looked down and see somebody with it. I'm like, oh.
I knew it. I seen a snatch once it happened.
Nice drawn up there. I mean, Slaughter, how deep he is on the inside. How is Newdini not back there to get that steal?
It's literally been all series. They're just allowing too many of these paint buckets.
And DjayTooCold's going to slap that one away. TB will be the one to pick it up. Slaughter moving in transition, goes up to Antoine. Smartly so, they slow things down. Want to work in the half court here for this one.
Might be the game.
Off ball set, it's well with Killeyy. Back over to Antoine. He goes one-on-one with Awkward. Awkward gets the bump from hell. Antoine shakes them off, takes the 3, can't get it to go. And there's DjayTooCold giving him a second chance of life.
That was the bump of hell.
Antoine in the mid-range to Slaughter, had the takeover. Just throws it out right over top of Type.
He may get the most stand dunks I've ever seen that aren't meter dunks. Like, it's just watch your head at this point.
Type down low will be found there by DJ. I had mentioned the defensive performance that he's having so far in this series. Had 3 steals, a block. Doing the exact same here in this game, too.
Antoine dropping there made Type.
Oh, Benzo with a jab step, trying to find an opening, can't connect on that.
Oh, no.
TB, another throwdown. He's got 14 points.
The paint has been sweet all series long. Anytime they've needed a quick bucket, they just go right down for 2.
And Benzo forcing that one up there. Type is going to get the rebound. There comes a foul. Let's jump into a listen in with Cavs Legion GC.
No toe right here. Don't leak right here. No toe. No.
Don't leak.
Switch ramps.
Play side.
I'm playing my slip though. Yes.
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah, let's be professional right here. Right back court.
I have finishing. Bro, let's go.
Dude got finishing. All right, wrap up. Go back dive. Wrap up. Circle. He got it. Yo. Circle.
5, 4, 3.
You got it. It's green.
Back.
Stay up. I'm BRICH. Jump. Up. One.
Square.
Oh, foul.
Yes.
Yeah, that's me.
Who do I have?
On what? Even kind of rotated to me right now.
On the fullback, I can slip way too early. But hey, listen, what we talking about right now, though?
Look. Let me talk, bro.
Close.
We're good. I mean, all the timeout if you don't like. Let's see. That's cool. Wait. Wrap up time. Yes.
Free throw. Listen, everybody keep calm. Everybody keep calm. It's good. Get back. Box out. Absolutely no.
Cavs Legion GC can almost taste this victory here in game number 2. This will eliminate Wizards District Gaming from the 5v5 playoffs as Slaughter makes the first one.
I'm speechless, man. I'm very disappointed in the Wiz today. I thought that this was a good matchup for them. They've been playing good ball coming into this, and to see them honestly kind of fold in back-to-back second halves when they had opportunities to win, very frustrating to see. And if you're Cavs Legion, you're going to get Miami tomorrow. You got to play a whole lot better than this if you're going to beat them, because I think the Wiz have not played all that well today. You're able to get out with a 2-0 sweep. Your defense looks good. Still, they're going to have to go up another level if they want to take down Miami.
I look at that box score. Antoine has as many points as figures as I'm using to palm this basketball, and they're about to get the sweep. He has 10 assists, no doubt. But if you're Wiz DG, at some point, it can't be you're going to beat me by passing when you're not scoring. It has to be you have to show me in the playoffs. You have to make him show you. And to lose a game where the point guard has 5 points, when it's a winner-go-home game, lose, your season's over. Unacceptable, but it doesn't matter because he has 5, Benzo has 10. This player of all time. I'm not used to him missing for the money. He even hit a break my back 7% for the money.
Antoine will hold. Wizards District Gaming will just flock on in there as Newdini fouls Antoine, and these free throws will more than likely do it. What a run here by Cavs Legion. We've been talking a lot about stats. They're actually outdoing themselves statistically from the points that they're putting up to what they're holding their opponents to as well in these first 2 games. They came out hot. It lies on the back of defense. Usually you don't see games where a team is coming on top with a win, with Killeyy just having 15, Antoine just having 5 points. And that final shot will be the official send-off there. Cavs Legion GC is going to complete the sweep. Wizards District Gaming, they'll be jumping on JT Struggle Bus to close out their season. It'll make it our 2nd team eliminated from the playoffs here so far, Wiz and Nets.
Both sweeps. The only thing I will say that Harris didn't bring up is Heat Check's game and defense isn't as good as Wiz DG. Even though Cavs kind of got some easy ones, are Heat Check's point of attack defenders and Matt and Kai better than Benzo and Awkward? Is the back end of Dietrich better than Dini? Like it's all questionable. So it just comes down to we got to really see if the slow pace is, if it's still the Heat's kryptonite. Like the Heat has identity issues when you slow the game down. So when it comes down to it, we have to see tomorrow if when you take care of the ball, when the game is slowed down, has Heat Check game and learned their lesson and learned how to score in those moments.
What a way for Cavs Legion GC to make their entrance back into the playoffs for the first time in a while. It's the 2nd ever appearance that we've had in the NBA 2K League. They come out here, they get the job done in sweeping fashion. And tomorrow gets just a little bit even more spicy. We get to see the defense go up against one of the best offensive guards that we've had in the league.